Hello, everybody. I am Darryl Howerton, and welcome to Women's Sports Cards, episode number 34. This one is titled, Don't Be Greedy. Today, I'm going to talk to you about three cards I sold yesterday. Got a mail off today of Alex Morgan in an HGA 9, her rookie card. From 2011, Lindsay Whalen, HGA 9.0 graded, from the 2004 Flair Ultra set, and an SGC 7 score for Venus Williams and her rookie card 1998 Sports Illustrated Kids. These are three cards that I sold, and they all have different stories of profitability and all that type of stuff. And since I'm kind of new to the game, a beginner when it comes to selling women's sports cards, I just thought I'd take you through the process of what these cards were like when I net invested in them in the beginning and what it's like when I'm selling them now. For instance, with the Alex Morgan card, when I first got this card, I paid $75 to get the card because at the time this rookie card was selling for $1,500 as a PSA 10 and $500 as a PSA 9. And I figured if I spent the $20 to get the card graded, at worst, if it comes back a 9, I would hope that you'd still be able to sell it for $500, make a big profit. Well, what ended up happening is this car was in bigger supply than I thought, that I knew, and a lot of other people had the same idea. They sent it off, and all of a sudden the market was saturated with Alex Morgan rookie cards, so the price went down from $1,500 for a 10 to about $500 for a 10, and the price went down from the 9s from $500 to about $100. Which is where I found myself when I was ready to sell this card this week. And, it's kind of taking a little bit of a loss since I paid $75 plus tax, $20 to get it graded. That basically the investment I had in the Morgan card was $105. So when a seller offered to buy it, I put $100, they offered to buy it for $90. I went ahead, go ahead and did it. I guess the lesson here is I have no regrets because what I did at the time was a smart investment at the time when the market was demanding Alex Morgan cards. When it dried up and the price went down, I was still able to sell it for $90, recoup most of my investment, and if you take out the eBay fees and all that type of stuff, netted $78. Granted, it was a $27 loss, but when you look at all the profits of all the other cards, they all balance out. And to me, that's not a bad loss because it was done for the right reasons, and at the time it would have paid off big, and sometimes the market dries up like that. Lindsay Whalen is the opposite story. It was a good investment and profitability type thing. I basically invested, and if you look at the grading fee, it was $22 or something plus shipping. And then when you look at the card, I think I spent about $30 for it. The total investment was $54, and I was able to sell it for $110, and my collection of the net sale was $97. So that was a good flip from $54 to $97, pretty much making up for the Alex Morgan card. Lindsay Whalen, sometimes her PSA 8s were selling for about that same amount, 100, 110, 120. And there were no 9s or 10s that had been sold, so I really didn't have a comp to go by as far as comparing a similar card at a 9. It was probably worth more than 100 or 110 that people were paying for 8s. But then again, I did see a couple 8s that sold for less than that, much less. So you don't want to be greedy. And that was a good comparable score. It's what Becky Hammond's card goes for. It's what Lisa Leslie's card goes for. And I wouldn't say Lindsay Whalen's any better than those players. So to me, I was very satisfied with that deal. Same thing with Venus Williams. This is a card I know it's going to go up in the future. She has a movie coming out with Serena Williams starring Will Smith in November, I believe. So I do think the person that bought this card got a good investment. But its fair market value at this time, I think, is around, for a SGC 7 like this card is, it's probably around $75. Now, granted, I might think it's worth $140 because I anticipate it going up. But when a buyer offers you $75, it's fair. So I took it. My net sale is $65. And when you look at the original investment being $37, basically probably about $10 for the card and $20 something for the grade, $37 turning into $66, 65 is a good turnaround. So basically what I'm trying to say here is these cards, you don't, when you're taking a loss, sometimes you just got to take your lumps, like with Alex Morgan card. I did it for the right reasons. At the time, it would have been very profitable, but it came down. And for the other ones, pretty much doubling, or in some cases in the past, tripling your investment, that's good enough. Do your thing, especially when you bought this card only like 3 or 4 months ago and it's doubled that quickly. Or in the case of Venus Williams, bought it last summer. I mean, that's a good turnaround no matter how you consider it. So basically, I just wanted to point those things out. I'll talk to you more later in the week, but that's where I'm at today. Got to mail these off now. Thank you. God bless.